YouTube, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Cassidy and this channel is all about me becoming a writer, an academic, a mother, and my faith, just overall lifestyle content. If you're new here, welcome. Today's video, I am going to be talking about some goals that I have. My baby comes in 10 weeks. God willing, she makes it full term to 40 weeks. If she makes it to 40 weeks, I have 10 weeks. And in those 10 weeks, I've got some broad goals. The main thing that I want to do in 10 weeks, I want to finish my book. And you might be thinking, oh my gosh, how are you going to finish a book in 10 weeks? So let's back up, let's chat, and let's talk about how I plan to finish my novel in 10 weeks. If you're interested, please keep on watching. Let's back up a little bit. So I first started writing this book in my MFA. I graduated from my MFA in 2021. So it's been about 5 years since I've been actively working on this book. Throughout the past years, I've written a little bit in the book, but I haven't really sat down and fleshed this book out, right? And so when I finished my MFA, I kind of had half of a novel. I had about maybe 75,000 words. It is a YA fantasy. And I had about 75,000 words when I graduated, and that was really of the first draft. And since then, I have not finished the first draft. I got into my doctoral program, my PhD program, and started working on the book that would be my dissertation. And so I completely kind of really left that book in my MFA and didn't return to it. And so 5-6 years later, I'm ready to return to it. And it has changed a lot to the point that it needs to be completely rewritten. Before I rewrite it though, I want to finish the draft I never finished. And so, are you cold, mommy? You just look so cold. So I stopped writing in really 2021 and would have a little few things here and there that I would write in the book, knowing that the book would have to be completely rewritten. And so for a long time, I didn't write this novel because I was like, oh my gosh, I have to rewrite the whole thing. So I'm like, why finish this first draft? But I'm like, no, let's get to the end. Even if I know the entire beginning and middle have to change, let's finish. So in these 10 weeks, what I hope to accomplish, I hope within the next 2 weeks, I can finish that first draft. I currently finally reached 100,000 words of my novel, and I think I only roughly need about 20,000 more to finish this book. I'm in the third act. I'm in the final act. There's not really many scene work left. I think there's maybe about 14 sequences. I wouldn't even say scenes, but there's about 14 sequences, and I think in about 2 weeks, realistically, if I lock in, I can finish that first draft in 2 weeks. So here's how I want to break it down. I want to have those 2 weeks to finish the first draft, just even in its messy state, even in the, I know the entire beginning has to change. I want to finish it. I think I can do that in 2 weeks. So that's 2 weeks out of my 10. I've got 8 weeks left. I realistically want to put the book away for maybe a week and just kind of reflect on the things that I want to do in the new draft, just kind of make the notes. I already have a new outline ready for the second draft, but I just kind of want to finalize those details so that I can be ready to start drafting. So first and second week finishing draft 2, and then third week we'll pause, we'll take a break just to get my outline together, just to make sure that I'm ready for the second draft. And then I think realistically, I want to give myself a good bit of time. I want to give myself at least 6 weeks to rewrite the entire book. So that second draft, I want to give myself realistically 6 weeks. I know that I won't be feeling the best as my pregnancy progresses and I'm getting bigger and bigger and more tired each week and uncomfortable. I want to give myself a realistic set time, but since the first draft is already done, the only thing that I think will change is my prose. And so I think 6 weeks is a reasonable goal to have to give myself to rewrite the second draft. And so I think by then, if baby girl hasn't come, by the end of these 10 weeks, I hope to have the first and second draft due. I would hope maybe in my postpartum weeks, I can do some just really light edits and things like that, since I'll be home on maternity leave. If I'm not so exhausted sleeping all the time, if I've got like a couple minutes each day, I don't know how I'm gonna be realistically, but after these 10 weeks are over and I finish those 2 drafts, my goal is to just make really small edits as I can before going into the next draft after maternity leave. And so broader picture, this is broader picture after the 10 weeks, broader picture. I do light edits during my maternity leave, not really being heavy on myself. And then once I'm back from maternity leave, back from work in about 6 weeks after I give birth, then I want to revisit it, do my 3rd draft, and then start making edits, and then I want to send out to kind of my trusted friends, my writer friends, friends that know me, and I just want to give them my book. I think after I get my friends like to those kind of alpha readers, then I'll do another round of edits. Hopefully this will be in August. I'll have that to my friends, and then do another round of edits August to September. Do some edits, send to beta readers September to October, and then after October get some betas feedback, make those revisions October, November, and then so hopefully by the end of the year in December, I'm hoping that I can send my book out to agents. And so I don't know if this is a realistic goal. I genuinely don't know. I've never finished the first draft. I have started several books, guys, and I have not finished one. And so I'm just really trying to lock in, because I would really like to start my writing career, and I'm really excited about it. I've had agents already kind of reach out to me with interest in my book, and so I want to give it to them. And so that's kind of motivation for me to finish this book. I'm not sure if I'm giving myself enough time. I know people work on years on their books, and technically I have worked years on this book, right? I've not been actively typing, but I have been working years in progress in this book. As I've been like working on other novels, this book, I'll just get random things. I'll think about like, oh, let's change this plot. Let's change this timeline. Let's change this story. Let's change how I will write the prose. And so there was a lot of things in the background that I had been planning on. And so I think realistically, guys, hopefully by July, mid-July, I want to have a first and second draft done of this book. I don't know if I can do it, y'all, but that's my goals. And so why I feel, here's why I think I can do this. So it is May now, and we are coming into the summer months. The summer months at my job are much slower because I work at a university. Students are out for this summer. It's just kind of me and my admin work. My admin work is, it slows down a bit because the kids aren't there. Before maternity leave, I feel like I'll have a bit more time to write. So I'm hoping that I can take advantage of that time now that students won't be in and out of the office. And I've also already had my academic side of my work submitted. So I have 2 academic publications that have been submitted to editors for publication that is going to be published in the fall. I have 1 academic article that's going to be published in the fall, and then I have a scholarly academic book review that is going to be published in the fall as well. And I submitted my edits to my editor for those academic things. And so academic stuff for the year is checked off. This week is the very last week of school, so I'm already done with classes. I'm done teaching classes. My law students are done with classes, so we just have exams this week. And so the most I have to do by the end of this week, I have to grade papers this week, and then I'll have free time. And so hopefully, I'm hoping after this week we can lock in together. I'm hoping I can have some writing vlogs. Y'all, these dogs, I'm so sorry if you hear these dogs. Anyway, I'm hoping to have some writing vlogs. If you're interested in that, can you just let me know in the comments? I want to know what you guys are interested in. I know I am really starting this channel from scratch, so there's not really anybody here yet. But if you are viewing and you are interested in joining my journey of becoming a published author, please let me know in the comments if you're interested in writing vlogs. And so just some more details about my book. Again, I said it's a YA fantasy. I kind of consider it like Children of Blood and Bone meets Aladdin. That's like the comp that I had about 7 years ago when I started this book. And the comps are still similar, but I think I have other comps that are better. But just to get an idea of just Aladdin meets West African and East African mythology. And so weekly, what I'm hoping that looks like, I have been doing sprints with my friend and published author Haley Denning. She wrote This Ravenous Fate, published by Source Books. I'm gonna leave her book in the description if you're interested in her book. Her book is Vampires in the Harlem Renaissance, and so if you're interested in something like that, I'll leave it in the description. She's just one of my very closest friends. We do writing sprints together. We have a group of me and my friends, and we do some writing sprints, so I'm hoping each day we can kind of do something like that. But that's kind of the plan. I'm hoping, guys, I can do this. I'm gonna be realistic. I'm not sure if I can do this, but I'm hoping by posting this video I can be accountable. I hope you guys hold me accountable. But if you are interested in joining on this journey, these are my goals and I hope I can set them. Let's get this second draft due by July. Let's get this full book finished by the end of the year. And if you are interested in joining me, make sure you subscribe. In the comments, leave just a encouraging note to me in the comments. Y'all, I don't know if I can do it, but if you're interested, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and just comment if you're interested in watching. And I will see you guys next week, hopefully for a writing vlog. If not, I do want to make some more videos about graduate school if you're interested in going to a writing program like I did. We'll see. We'll talk about whatever you're interested in. Leave comments below on what kind of content, writing, academia, whatever it is that you are interested in seeing, and I'll make sure to do it. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. Let's finish this book together.